Y'all, welcome to the Shine Shack. Tonight's going to be sort of the pilot video, and I'm also going to do a run. We're going to run a multi-grain. It's got corn, barley, oats, and rye in it. And also I'm going to tell you a little bit about the channel. I decided to make a channel to help the beginners because there's a lot of people getting into the distilling community now. To share a little bit of my knowledge. I don't know everything, by all means. I'm learning every day, and I'll always learn every day. But just to share what I know on, mash bills, how to do certain mashes, how to build steel parts, just the basics. I like to pump my mash over slowly and filter it through a screen and a cheesecloth. And then you get it in the steel pot, good and golden. I had molasses in this also. Alrighty, so we got the mash filtered out. We got it all pumped into the steel. We're about to light her up. It's going to be loud because I use a jet burner and I let it heat up real fast. And then I start backing it back down when it gets at about 140. So I'm going to get her heated up and we'll be right back. Well, we're heating up. I'm sorry it's a little loud. Them jet burners are loud. I just backed it back down a lot. I got up to 100, right at 170 degrees. I know my steel. About another 5 minutes, it should start running. And I follow the pipes, and we're about right here now. So we're almost into the worm. Just a few more minutes now, we'll be dripping. I like to heat up fast, and then when I hit about 120, 130, I'll back it down to about halfway. And then once I get up to temp, about 160, 165, I back it down all the way, just a small bit of fire. But won't be long now, so I'll be back with y'all and we'll get to running some damn liquor. All right, I'm about finished pulling off the heads. I tend to take a little extra, make sure I got a good product. I smell it. You don't want that acetone stuff on there. Stuff smells like damn fingernail polish remover. I'm gonna wait till it turns good and sweet. Yeah, it's about time we're gonna switch over to the proofing parrot and get us a good old jar up under. I don't keep the heads. I will pitch them out and wash the jar out. I don't use them for fire starter. I don't want to end up drinking the damn thing. We'll get us a jar under here and see what proof we're rocking on. Once the parrot gets good and full. A lot of people don't, but I do. I don't want it dripping back. So we'll go ahead and put the pecker in her. What I like about running with a coon pecker is it keeps that, no matter if it slows down a little bit and slows to a drip for a minute, it always sends that stream straight down. You don't have to worry about it buckling back down your damn worm and in the floor. So everything's running pretty good. It smells great. Worm's good and cold. Warm on top, cold on the bottom. All the shine, after I collect it in this jar, I do filter it with charcoal. Just a coffee filter, a screen, and hardwood charcoal. Then I jar it up, I number the jars, I'll put a paper towel on top, let it sit for about 36 to 48 hours, and then I'll sample them, taste them all, make my cuts, which ones I want, which ones I don't. This is filling up. And I don't know if I mentioned, but I do pull, I pulled almost 800 mils of heads off of that. Some say it's too much. I've had one person say it's not enough, but over time of making shine, you'll get to know the smells and the feels, how fast it evaporates when you're in them heads, and just the smell of paint thinner, acetone. You can tell when that switches to hearts. There's not really a set number that you do. I mean, some people say 100 mils per 5 gallons. I say bullshit. I mean, that's a good thing to start with, but don't go by that all the time. You need to learn the feel, the smell. Don't taste, not the heads. You don't want that shit. Once you get into your hearts, you can taste. But I'm going to pitch these heads out. I'll be back with y'all in a little bit when we get us some damn jars to try. Alright, let's swap out this first jar. I do have a black light on. Sorry if y'all can't see. I hope you can see. So, about to swap out the first quart. And then what I do with it is I have a lid with a pour spout that I pour on it. Screw it on there, open it up. And I have another jar waiting. Never pour your shine over dry coals. I always put distilled water on first. Then I take it, pour it. Like I said, this has got a 300 micron filter, a coffee filter under that, and then coals on it. And I'll pour this whole jar over that, put a lid on it, number it, and then at the end of the night I'll take all the jars, then put paper towels on them and let them breathe. That's how I do it. You don't have to do it. I also have activated carbon, but to me, activated carbon strips more flavor out, so I tend to not use it unless it's a neutral spirit. Charcoal just kind of takes some of the off flavors off. I can taste the difference. The average person may not be able to, but I can. But we'll run a few more jars off, and I'll probably tune back in when we get close to switching over to tails. Hey y'all, just swapped out another jar again. Smells good, looks good. This is a mash I like to do. It's kind of almost like a sweet feed mash. 50% corn, 25% barley, 25% oats, and then I add a little bit of rye in it. And then I put a couple jars of that grandma's molasses in it. It makes real good products. Good, smooth, and tastes really good. Hey y'all, back again. About halfway through the run. Still got quite a few jars to go. Like I said, we're about halfway. It's still riding at 140 proof. It's holding its proof. Let's see what it tastes like though. Smells fucking good. Every time I make this, it never gets old. I love it every time. Damn good. A little hot for my liking, but it's good. Thank y'all for checking out my video. Please like and subscribe. Mash in on the bell so you can be notified with upcoming videos. Shine on.